We're
Welcome
back, everybody. We are in waiting room basically for the grand final, which is still a few minutes away. There is nobody yet on the server. We saw a false alarm pick and ban, I will say, but of course we're going to play 5 maps. And we're going to see who comes out on top. This final is going to be played between EQNX and the Apex Predators. We have just seen some incredible matches. Apex Predators versus the Shorkies. Apex Predators just winning that one. Shorkies will end up in 4th place because of that, if I'm not mistaken. Luna Aina had to unfortunately forfeit the lower bracket final, which means Apex Predators will immediately advance to the grand final where EQNX awaits. So, Susan, your predictions. You pride yourself in your predictions. What do you
My
think
prediction
of this
right
one?
now is that EQNX will win because those players are currently the only ones in the room.
That is true. They are the only ones in the room still. We are still
So
waiting.
as it stands right now, I say EQNX will win, but that might as well change within the next few minutes. We'll see.
Anything can happen at this point. I think I'm so hoping that we're gonna have another 5 mapper happening here. I mean,
me too.
What better way to end one of these steps than to really battle it out between 2 of those teams. Shorty Gray and Eva have been absolutely zooming, of course. Catback and Liz driving really well. I mean, if you get to the grand final, you know you can drive. Everybody knows you can drive, and yeah, I don't know who's gonna take it. I mean, I don't know. Equinox didn't take a lower bracket thing.
No, not at all. And I think they have a bit of the upper hand because their opponents will be actually cutting it close to getting back. We had that discussion that it will be actually very close for Catback to even make it back in time. So I assume that she will be feeling kind of rushed, not very warmed up, perhaps.
Hopefully she can get it.
A bit taken out of her own pace. So just mentally, I think EQNX are in the better spot, but we will see how this will play out. Both teams have had very close matches so far.
Yeah, long matches too.
Long, close matches, and I'm sure we will have the same here as well now.
Exactly. I was distracted by kittens on my lap and all that.
Oh no, what a nightmare.
What a terrible thing. He was making biscuits earlier, which was, of course, lovely. Everyone in chat, I would love to hear who your favorite is for this matchup. Who is your team that you're going to be cheering for, and who do you think might take it? Let's have some predictions in chat, maybe. Let's see. Neon is here. 5 mapper. Yeah, exactly. I am definitely hoping for a 5 mapper. I mean, I'm here for it every time. Give me all the maps, all the fights, all the crazies, long maps. I am down. I know the players probably don't agree. They would just like to get it done in 3 maps or something. But honestly, I'm here for watching, and I like to see what's going on. Quick toilet, and then I think we're gonna go. There is some chatter going on, so we're gonna go in about 1 to 2 minutes with the picks, I suppose. Does that count as a prediction? You want both teams to win? No, that does not. I'm sorry, Neon. I cannot allow that. I mean,
you gotta pick.
I can allow it as what you want, sure, but it's not a prediction. Clearly, this is. Oh, I mean, Yeva's driving the map backwards. That's an interesting take. Like reverse. But Neon, do you have any predictions? Usually you share the caster booth with me. Love to hear your opinion. Draw every round for 6 hours? Yes, let's do it. So many draws. So many draws. Jinx into perpetual draw. Yes. I mean, we need more ways to spell draw, right? We've done a game like that before. When we get a draw, remember to write your most creative and most importantly wrong spelling of draw in chat. Okay, every time we get a draw, I want to see some good words there. You predicted 5 mapper? Nice. So
I thought we were
keep
just
your...
gonna use synonyms for draw, tie.
No. We need wrong spellings, right? We draw exactly. Every time we have a draw, so get some things going. I want to see it spammed in chat. There, if no wrong spelling of draw. I agree. I absolutely agree. We are not live. No, true, we are not live.
No, there's still a toilet break going on. And
yeah,
then
there is a toilet break going on.
We will start.
Unfortunately, of course, we had to... we weren't able to see the lower bracket final, Luna Ana versus Apex Predators. Would have been a good match to see. Apex was advanced because Luna had to, I think, catch a flight. Is that right?
That is correct. But also, Cat Beck is back writing hi both in the chat here on stream as well as in game. So I assume we will start any second now, as the admins will restart this room.
Exactly, and then we're going to go to the picks. I'm getting my pen ready.
There they are.
We are in the picks. Let's go.
EQNX will pick first, so let's see what they choose.
EQNX and Apex. Very curious. Are we flipping again very early on? Let's see. Or will we go ice skating? I know what you prefer.
I mean, I like both. The last time, EQNX was really taking their time to pick the maps, but also they didn't win any of their own map picks.
That is true. Ninetales. Okay. Ninetales EQNX first pick. So that's the one we're going to go on to first, which was the deciding map in the previous one. So we know that, let's see.
We're flipping.
Can win that. We are flipping. We are flipping. Yeah, Apex just won Ninetales versus the Shorkies. So maybe that plays a little bit of a part in your confidence, you know. But we are flipping. Delightful Winter is the third map, so we will see that one for sure. And then Years Lost in Glacialis. Okay, so we might be going to that ice skating thing for the deciding situation. We'll see how it goes. Years Lost and Glacialis as the deciding map. Okay, EQNX wants to play Ninetales and Delightful Winter. Apex would prefer playing the Flip and Years Lost. We're going to be starting in less than a minute, I guess. Let me see what the chat says. Yes. Let's go to Glacialis. Indeed, we shall. Shorty doesn't want to go. No,
listen. No one besides
they're all saying no in chat. Okay, so that happened. Okay, let's see. No one wants to venture those lands, but we might get there. We might go ice skating, and I do hope we're gonna see some 5 mappers going on. We're gonna restart shortly. We haven't restarted yet. So we're just waiting for the admins to put the thing in the code. Let me see. Yeah, 15 seconds. Okay, that was a couple seconds ago, so we should be going any second now. The first map we're going to be seeing is Ninetales. And then we're flipping. I can't wait it.
And then we're flipping. Me neither.
I can't wait. It's going to be good. It's gonna be
so good.
Oh, yeah. Waiting? Yeah. Is any admin here to progress the server? Can we get the thing going? We're just waiting for a thing. Please hold.
Maybe in the meantime, we can already cheer for our ladies in the grand final of the Women Racing League Step 2. Who will take it out? Who will get the win this month? Any predictions? Any cheers? Any custom cheers in chat, perhaps? I want to see all of you hyped get out of your seats, jump, and maybe take this time to get a drink or something to drink while you're watching this grand final, while we're waiting for the reset here.
We are waiting indeed. Oh, okay. The admin is trying to start it, so we will be waiting for that, but we know they are on it. So a little bit of patience and we will get going. Okay.
Ada, that is my very favorite cheer. 5 maps, 5 maps. Indeed, that's what we want to see.
Exactly. Oh, something just happened. There it is. I think
we're doing the thing.
For launch. Woo! We are go for launch. The first map is Equinox pick. We're going to Nine Tails. The second map picked by Apex will be Flip. And then we will go to Delightful Winter, which is again picked by Equinox. Apex then picked Years Lost. If, of course, we get to that fourth map, and if by any chance they grant our wishes and send us to map 5, it will be Glacialis, which is the random deciding map that no one wanted to pick, but the universe picked it for us as map 5. Let's see if we get there. I do hope we get a 5 mapper. I think the chance that we get a 5 mapper is quite high. So that would, in fact, be pretty cool.
I have some behind-the-scenes information for you guys.
Go for it.
Actually, the decider map is always picked by us casters. It's not random. I'm of course only joking, but I wish it was. Although I have to say, the random Trackmania gods, they have been liking me so far today.
They've been nice to us.
Yeah,
very true.
A whole lot.
They have
very
been nice.
We're starting.
Let's hear it in chat for your favorite team. Woo. Equinox versus Apex. That is Shorty Grain, Eva versus Catback and Liz. We are go for launch and we are starting with Eva jumping first, but immediately clipping, and now it is Liz and Catback actually who end up in first position for now. Shorty Gray, though, not too far behind, still able to hold on, but now it is the ladies of Apex who take a little bit of a lead, although Liz has slowed down a little bit, and Shorty might be able to take advantage of that. Catbag does have a big lead, though, and Liz still able to stay ahead of Shorty. Eva has about 1 second to make up for, but she is knocking on the door here. Might be able that. Oh, we have some touches. Liz touched a wall. Shorty touched a wall, it looked like. And also, Eva has more speed than both of those ladies. Catback does make it into first place. We have some respawns or crashes. What is happening? Liz ends up in third. And suddenly, the first match, or the first round, ends in a win for Apex, and they put themselves in the lead 2-1.
Yes. Perhaps there it was the call, you know, you don't have enough speed, try to go for the safe finish instead of trying to risk it. Shorty Gray a bit falling behind in the start, while Yeva is up front, but closely following her are Catback and Liz. Let's see if they can catch up,
slow.
and if perhaps they will be able to utilize the mistake by Yeva. However, Catback is slowing down further and further. Shorty even overtook her now. So this is looking like a very good, great thing for Equinox. Liz also with wonky line slowing down. Shorty overtaking Liz. Going into that last section, can Shorty gather enough speed for the risky finish jump? And yes, she can, and that's an for Equinox. It did not look like that at the start, but this is how this map can go as well. If you have a few mistakes, you can catch up even if you were falling behind at the start.
Just like that, the ace and a victory for Apex gets turned around, and now suddenly it is Equinox ahead by 2 points. Just like that. Catbag, though, has something to say about that. Oh, but does clip the checkpoint. Takes a little bit too much risk. And Eva inherits the lead here. And it is Shorty Gray who does not get the slide correctly. It goes a little bit too much inside and crashes. Eva now has to get first place here in order to secure at least the draw. And you know what I want to hear in the chat when we get a draw. Let's see if you guys remembered. Eva is not too fast here. Liz seems to be a little bit faster. and goes maybe for the overtake, but Eva still manages to stay ahead. Liz ends up in second place, Catback in a third, Shorty Gray in fourth. We have a draw.
A draw indeed, and I see a draw.
Let's go. We got some variations of that in chat. Love to see it. Gonna see some more next time. Remember.
Keep practicing, chat. All right, next round. Catback, Yeva, Liz are in front, Shorty Gray a little bit behind, but we had that situation last time and Equinox actually sniped the win with an ace. Let's see what will happen this match. Oh, the players are going so tightly, they're still so close together. Catback falling behind with a mistake. Will Shorty be able to catch up? Yes, she's slowly catching up to Catback, so all the four players are relatively close together again. Yeva up in front, Liz second place currently. Who will touch the dirt here? No one will. All of them get through it. Shorty has lower speed than the rest of the players. Catback will go for the safe finish. Shorty Gay risking it, but unfortunately cannot take over. This is a win for Apex. As Lynn
did Eva bonk the finish and just bonked out? Right? She was in first place.
Yeah.
Or did I just completely see that wrong?
No, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so huge important point there. Apex only 1 point now behind Equinox as we go into the next round. Nobody has track point yet, but that could change in the next round depending on who keeps the head clear. It is Catback and Eva in first and second place now, and Shorty Gray was already being overtaken by Liz, but then also touches a little bit, and that will cost some time here. This fight and first place is absolutely huge, but as I say that, Catback touches the side, and Eva will take a little bit of a lead, and that might be a very important lead. Actually, Catback choosing to go for the safe finish, and Liz, well, they were actually thousands apart, the teammates Liz and Catback, but it is now track point for Equinox, but they need an ace to do it.
Will they do it again is the question. In my opinion, it's pretty unlikely, but anything can happen with these players on this map. We have seen quite a few mistakes in every single round so far, shaking up the live ranking. Currently, Liz is leading, closely being attacked by Yeva. Catback also in there in the top 3, while Shorty Gray is falling a little bit behind. Currently, Yeva a bit more in the lead again. How will they take this plastic part? Yeva barely with any airtime, and of course that gives her a bit more speed. However, she did get a bit of airtime here on the grass transition, which means Catback is catching up to her again. Will it be enough though for another snipe? It will all come down to the finish here again, and Yeva is comfortably flying into the risky finish, finishing in first place, which is another draw.
Another draw in the pocket. Apex now also on track point with the ace on their side if they can manage it, and Equinox only needs 2 points. It could all be over this round, or we could go for a few more. Who knows what they cook up today. Eva leads for now with Shorty Gray in tow. They're in a nice position to possibly ace it here, with Catback already a second behind and Liz also trailing just a little bit, but anything can happen still because there are some lines that girls take very differently and might give you a lot of speed here. A couple of no slides, if you can manage those, you will gain so much out of that. But for now, it is Eva and Shorty. Although, does she have more speed? Shorty can stay ahead, and there is the ace. The first map goes to Equinox with 11 points to 7, and they are now on the board with the first map, Ninetales. It was their own map pick, so they did secure that one. We are going to flip now, and Apex pick that, and let's see who flippin' gets it.
Shorty was struggling on this map earlier. Let's see if she has practiced it in the meantime while they were not playing a match. Of course, they had a bit of a break now, and see if they can be a match for Catback and Liz on this map, or if all hell will break loose again with that damn flip.
Indeed, and we have seen some different lines here in the start. Vingumi was the one doing that in the match with the Shorkies, of course, where at the start you can go outside with like a Neo slide kind of situation, or you go and you take that so-called safer way, but if you take that nicely, you might actually come out of it faster. And I saw Shorty Gray doing the same thing just now, but she did have to respawn it, so let's see if she actually wants to do that in the rounds as well. For now, though, we are looking at the girls warming up on the flip map made by Maji, of course, one of the big bonkers. And she also competed this weekend and did very well. We have 4 seconds on the clock, and then we're going to go do some flipping. The world record is by Luna, driven earlier today. She has sharpened it up a bit, 43.101. Maybe we will see it break, but maybe they will just be happy to win a round. Susan, go for it.
All right, immediately we see different approaches again with the starting line.
Oh.
Yeva going to the right, but immediately touching the wall, having to go the safe way for the flip, which of course will lose her a lot of time due to the slow-mo block, so Shorty actually overtakes her own teammate. Yeva has to respawn again, mistakes after mistakes are happening, so Apex Predators are actually in the lead right now, first and second place, and quite comfortably so as well. They're almost at the finish. There is a bit of a fail from this from Cat back there, but they both still managed to finish first and second place, so we will start this match off with an ace.
That is definitely a strong start. Apex showing why they picked this map. They definitely like to do some stunts while they're driving, and let's see if they can do that little stunt again and win this map. Let's see who takes this different round here. Yeah, there you go. Eva now also taking the that safe way, but does touch, and now also not getting that outside dirt line. And can you even flip? When you do that, he has to respawn it. Unfortunately, doesn't make it. Shorty now has to make sure that she doesn't give up that second place. Ideally, you want to take first place, but not the best speed here. Gets overtaken by Catback. Now also flipping all over the place, flipping where you're not supposed to be flipping. And suddenly, Catback and Liz are on pace for another ace here. And if they keep this up, this could be a very short map here. They are now 0-6, and they might tie it up immediately in maps if they keep this up.
I was spectating Catback this round, and it was really impressive to see that pretty much right before the flip itself, she also actually touched the wall, but knew that she still had the speed and the line down to actually successfully complete the flip, even with a touch right before, and then through the next transition also keeping a lot more speed than Shorty, being able to overtake in second place there. Now Yeva is in the lead currently, Liz closely behind. We see the flip. Catback also manages to complete the flip. Shorty will go the safe way there. Liz and Yeva still very close together. Who will land earlier? Yeva has a bit more speed, going for the attack, and is actually in the lead. Liz falling behind. Catback now in second place, but a bit of an awkward line from Yeva as well. But Catback touches the wall 2 times. Liz overtakes her own teammate again. Yeva will finish in first. Liz in second place. Catback third. And Shorty is also slowly but surely cruising into the last checkpoint and coming close to the finish line, which means we have a draw situation. Chat, take it away.
We have a draw. Let's hear it, chat. We want to see your best wrong spelling of draw. 7-1 is the score, which means Apex could do it with another ace. They've already done it twice in this round or on this map. They could do it again, but can they do it now? Because, of course, EQNX is also warming up a little bit more now. And there it is. Eva now in the lead with Catback close behind. Ooh, but Eva does not get the best flip. And also, Shorty didn't get it very nicely. They did make it over, but Catback does manage to take over first place. The flip was not flipping. And we are now watching Catback run away with this first place. Eva not really close enough to contest that. It looks like, and Liz is too far behind to play a big part in this map. That means that we have another draw. 8-2 is the score. The gap is still 6 points, so that is pretty good. Apex loves this position that they're in. All they need to do is draw 2 more times, or win, or ace, or anything. They can even lose twice, and they will still win it. So, great position for Apex. EQNX needs to do something right now. They need to ace.
They really do need that ace. We see Eva going with a different line towards the right again, being very close together with Catback and Liz falling a bit behind, going the safe way. Shorty attempting the flip, but does not manage to do it. Also not on the second time, has to respawn again and again while the other players are driving off. Teammate Eva is in the lead, but has a bit of an awkward landing. Lands earlier, however. Will she have more speed than Catback? A bit of a more awkward wonky landing again. Catback is in the lead, and I think she will win. Yeva with a huge crash. Will Liz overtake? Yes, because Yeva has to respawn, flies off the map, and that is an ace, which means the Apex Predators will win this map. The score is now 1-1. We're tied again, which makes this all the more interesting, all the more fun, and of course, a much bigger chance to go to map number 5.
Exactly. We are still hoping for that 5th map. Apex does tie it up there. For EQNX, unfortunately, the math was not mathing and the flip was not flipping. Apex wins the flip. We're going to Delightful Winter, which is the 3rd map on the menu, picked by EQNX. So let's see who gets the upper hand here. This is really a technical map. Lots of drifts where really it's all about how you approach the drifts, what your exit speed is coming out, how risky do you want to take the outside dirt line, airtime reduction, all that stuff. This is just a really technical map here, and let's see who can do it best. We've all seen really good times driven by these ladies on these maps, so we know they can drive it, but can they keep their heads cool and keep it clean here? You're in the grand final. You gotta have nerves coming right about now, right? There's no way.
Probably even before. You already had the nerves coming when you saw that Glacialis will be at the 5th map, the Decider map, and of course both teams really don't want to drive that map,
Yeah,
so they're giving it their all to close it out before having to go to map number 5. Let's see if it will swing one way or the other within the next 2 maps. And we're starting.
Here we go. We have the next map made by Cheese Lover. It is called Delightful Winter. Liz has the best start right out the gate. Catbag is close behind her, but Eva is also contesting. Actually gets a lot more speed out of that and takes over that 1st place. We have Shorty, who is also, like, everybody is kind of close behind here. None of them have made a huge mistake. I see Catback doing some teleport strats, but it is only an internet thing. She is still there. Look at this battle between Eva and Liz. Eva now taking a little bit of a lead here. And let's see if Liz can actually do anything about it. It does not look like Eva is letting up. She will end up in 1st place, a 47.5, which is about half a second slower than Luna's world record. We start out with a draw.
This will certainly not be the last draw we will see on this map, I am sure. Liz taking the lead currently, while her teammate Catback is in 3rd place. Shorty falling a bit behind, but all of them are relatively close together still. Let's see what these players will do in this 3rd turn. How far outside will they go? Catback and Liz both go really outside. However, I have noticed that Yeva does not go as much outside as the other players and somehow still keeps quite a lot of speed to a dirt run. Catback crashes, touches the wall several times, completely slows down. Where is Shorty? Shorty is nowhere close to Catback, but maybe she can slowly catch up, while Yeva and Liz are finishing 1st, 2nd, Catback is 3rd, and I called it. We will have another draw. This will also certainly not be the last one.
Another draw. It is 2-2 in maps, and it is it's 1-1 in maps. It's 2-2 in points. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's see. We have Catbag at the moment in third place, but does she have a little bit more speed than maybe Eva? No, it doesn't look like it. Eva has the best start into that sausage drift, where it is very easy to fly out if you don't time it right. But of course, they've practiced that so many times, they can probably dream it. All 4 players now quite close together, and it looks like Shorty had a little bit of a better line here, but now it is Liz with more of the exit speed. There's that technical stuff coming out, and this battle for first place is absolutely on fire. Catback touches now. Eva comes out on top. Liz is still in second place though, but Shorty Gray manages to snipe third place, which means we actually have a victory now for EQNX, and they now take the lead 4-3.
Will they keep up this lead, or will Apex snipe those points right back from them? Let's see how this round will play out. Yeva and Liz in the lead, Catback and Shorty behind them. They're all still close together. How will they approach these technical turns? Catback will touch the outside on that sausage there. Oh, while Yeva and Shorty are sandwiching Liz. Liz almost getting overtaken by Shorty. Will she be able to catch up and maintain all that speed? No, she will not. Liz still in second place, while Yeva is just pushing it up front. It really looks great for Team EQNX right now, as we're approaching the last few turns.
Oh,
we're about to finish. Shorty overtook Liz, who will finish first. Shorty will finish in first place, very suddenly gathering more speed on the very last time, and we will have an ace, of course, race after teammate Yeva, but it doesn't matter who of them gets first.
What a beautiful line there by Shorty, just overtaking second place suddenly, and now they're on track point, and Apex needs to step it up if they want to take this map back. It was EQNX's map pick, so I mean, if it looks like if they all take their own map, then it's all according to the script. But I mean, who doesn't love to throw a script in the trash and make up your own plan? It is now Eva with the best start here, comes out on top, but Catbag and Liz are on the trail. They're in pursuit, and again, this battle in the front is huge. Eva does look like she has a little bit more speed than Catbag, and she will end up in first place. Catbag in second, Liz in third, and Shorty in fourth place. Beautiful rounds. 8-4 though. Track point for EQNX. They only need 2 points, and they will take this map home.
Shorty is actually really amazing at gathering up speed for the very last stretch of the map right before the finish. We saw in this last round as well that she actually got a lot more speed and came really close to overtaking the third place. Yeva is in the lead. Liz, Catback overtake her. They're all very tightly going in that dirt turn, really tight together. Let's see who will take this grass well, and it's all of them. Let's see about this drift, and we have a respawn by Catback. Catback really does not like these right turns, it seems like, on this map. At least sometimes not. Yeva is in the lead. Liz second. We're approaching the finish, and yes, that is a win for EQNX, and that's also a point for them. Since they gain 2 points, they win their own map pick. We will go on to the next map, and if EQNX doesn't win the Apex map pick, they will have to play it out on Glacialis again.
Years lost on Glacialis, maybe. Practicing that map. We're gonna see. Apex picked years lost. They need to win it, otherwise EQNX will take this step 2 for themselves. It's all gonna come down to this. However, we of course are on a map built by Eva. And again, interestingly, picked by the opponents. That does tend to happen a lot, where Eva's map is not picked by Eva, but other players. Maybe it's a psychological thing where she doesn't pick it, so she just wants others to pick it or something. I don't even know. But the fact is we are on this map now with that beautiful jump at the end, where if you just have a little bit of aim in the wrong spot, you make a whole jump for nothing and you have to respawn it. We have 15 more seconds into this warm-up. Years lost by Eva. Let's see if maybe EQNX can close it out here. Hey, we have a raid by Waves. Thank you so much. You're just in time to watch the grand final of the Women's Racing League Step 2 of Season 2. EQNX and Apex. Susan, go for it.
Yes, we're starting. Let's see if Yeva will be the fastest player on her own map. Immediately we see a mistake by Catback again. My prediction from earlier seems to be true. The Catback is not in the correct mindset because she was cutting it so close. A shorty with a massive mistake driving against the border there, having to respawn this whole section right before a checkpoint. This is a huge time loss for her. So Liz is now the only one left trying to catch up to Yeva, who still has almost a half a second lead, and we're approaching the final jump already. I'm pretty sure Yeva will know how to set up this line, and she does. First place for Yeva. Liz finishes in second. Catback respawned the finish, which means Shorty Gray will overtake and snipe finish in third place, which means EQNX immediately start off with a victory.
Just like that. There's that final jump that I was talking about. Once you're in the air, there is no going back. You either make it or you lose precious seconds. And Catback did find out about all that. Shorty does not have the best start here. It is Eva who takes the lead on this map. Liz and Catback in pursuit, and Liz managing to get a little bit closer, but a little bit of a weird line it looks like. Eva presses B to boost and is suddenly just so far ahead, 0.7 ahead of second place and a second of first place. Oh, Catback had to correct that a little bit, almost jumped into that wall. Eva will secure first place with a PB even. Liz in second place, Catback in third. We have a draw. Chat, do your thing.
Raw. I like that one. Alright, let's see how this round will go. Will there be any early mistakes? Shorty with a really weird line sliding out to the right there on that jump. Catback and Yeva at the start. Catback with a very different approach here. Almost touching and then touching in the checkpoint. That almost worked. I have to say I'm really impressed by Catback's line right there. That was so risky and fast. Holy shit. But it did not pay off with the touch on the wall. Shorty Gray even overtaking her. Yeva in first. Liz in second place. So it does look like EQNX will win this round again. Catback also has to respawn right before the jump, which means we have an ace for EQNX. This is a great position for them. They will have now 6 points against 2. Apex Predators will have to do something about this or they will lose.
Mamma mia. Shorty actually aimed her jump a little bit off to the side and bonked the wall before she bonked into the finish. That almost went really, really wrong. 6-2 is a very good position for EQNX to be in. And it is now in the hands of Liz and Catback to do something about that, because they need to take this map if they want to have any chance at all of getting it. Eva crashes, and also Shorty not with the best start, and that puts Liz and Catback in a very good position now. They need to align that jump correctly or it's gonna be very, very sad. They both get it nicely, and Liz even with a PB a 40.072 is the fastest time. Suddenly it's 6-5 and it's not looking that dire. Apex still a little bit behind, but that is looking better than it did just now.
Yes, they really needed that ace in order to massively catch up before EQNX were getting close to those 9 points. Catback's line worked this time without a touch, but Shorty and Yeva are back up in front. They are ready to fight for this map because they do not want to go to the next one. They want to win right here, right now. They're currently first and second place, but Liz and Catback are really close to Shorty Gray. potentially have a bit more speed, but Shorty Gray will not give up that second spot. Yeva just far in the lead, far out front. Will everyone make the jump? Will there be faster approaches? That's cutting it really close. Shorty Gray almost touched the wall there again, but is actually PBing. That's an ace for EQNX. They're at 9 points now. We will have to see another ace by the Apex Predators again.
Yeah, we'll have to see 2 at least. Or wait, an ace and then maybe a victory will tie it up as well. But they do have to ace it. That is the only scenario now. Eva knows the mission. Just get first or second place and not let up. Cadback is in second place, almost she's trying to overtake Eva here. In her neck, breathing down her neck. Also, Liz is very close behind. Cadback is doing some teleport strats, which makes it kind of confusing. But Eva, unless she does not align her jump correctly, this is gonna be it. There it is. The last point they needed. Shorty actually PBs. What a great round to end it with. We ended with a draw. EQNX wins step 2 of season 2 of the Women Racing League. Congratulations. Apex put up a really good fight. But with 3-1, EQNX does take the victory. What a beautiful tournament it was this weekend. Wow.
Wow,
GG.
indeed, GG to the players. What a fun final to watch as well. Of course, I'm sad myself that we did not go to map number 5, but I'm happy for all the players involved and that they managed to close it out on map 4 and did not have to play that ice map that they all love so much. Instead, they love the flip. As I see in chat, Shorty Grey writes, I love flip, 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 I love flip. And I couldn't agree more.
Couldn't be more clear about that, right?
Yes.
I believe it.
I can't believe they didn't pick it if they love it so much.
Exactly. We did not get to see Glacialis, of course, but I think none of the players are as sad about that as we are. So I think they are happy that we managed to close it out.
Plenty today.
I know, but it's so good. It's so good. It's so fun to watch. Let's take a look at the bracket and see what we can gather from this. The Shorkies were in first place seeding after last step. They managed to win that one, but they did not make it this time. And they unfortunately were eliminated, by the Apex Predators, who did make it to the final. EQNX comes out on top. Luna made a beautiful third place. And I think we have a wonderful top 4 here with some really, really fast teams. And I don't know if we can already see the standing for in the leaderboard of all the teams, but maybe if we have that, can we show it? And if we don't have that, we're gonna have to wait a little bit and show it later. Let's see, writing or looking in the chat. Thank you, Liffy. Thank you for all the production behind the scenes as well. And of course, Susan, thank you so much for casting with me today. I hope you had fun.
Usually I had a lot of fun.
But usually do the weeklies. Now you are with me today. Yeah, I think we got some good action, didn't you?
We definitely did get that really good action. And I believe there have at least been some points added for April already, but not all the points, the ones from the final, are still missing in the leaderboard.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see
for the league standings. So maybe we
there
can.
It is.
Yes.
There it is.
Okay, we got it now.
Is it updated? Is the question. Points April, points May. It is updated, I do think.
Yes, it looks good.
And of course, EQNX was not able to play last time. Right? They couldn't make it, I think. And now they came in and just took the victory, just like that. So they are definitely here to game, so to speak. Let's see. Shorkies are still in the lead, I think, with 30 points.
Correct.
Followed by Luna with 27, then Apex Predators with 25, and EQNX with 20. Actually tied with Molotov, also 20 points. So there's that. Beautiful stuff. I can't wait to see what step 3 has in store for us. Of course, step 3 is going to be happening in May. Hope to see you all there for that as well. Was there anything else to say? When is the next weekly, Susan? You maybe know about that?
I mean, I can quickly look it up myself. I just know that I'm not actually there for the next weekly, so I don't have it marked in my calendar. But of course, I can always quickly look that up. The next weekly will be on the 3rd of May, so just next week, next Saturday, we will play Delightful Winter by North End Cheese Lover. You know, the one we just saw, the very technical map with the cheese at the start, and the skateboard, quarter pipe flip flop zigzag in the end. We will play that as our next weekly event at 1 hour past cup of the day on the 3rd of May, next Saturday.
Nice. Let's see. We're gonna hold on that for a little minute. Let's see. I see a question in chat. Do we have a map list for the next step yet? That should be released maybe somewhere today, but I will put a question mark on that. I still need to hear from production that that is actually going to happen. We do want to release that as soon as possible, of course. Let me see if that is, if we can get an answer on that. And if we don't get an answer in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to say, oh, stay tuned. We're going to give you that information as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm not getting an answer yet from production. So we don't know yet. As soon as possible, the maps will come out. Well, Flippy included. I'm sensing some trauma in the chat from some people. It is already notorious.
We got it.
You got it? Wait, let's see.
It's Glacialis, Red Barricade, Years Lost, Valorate, and Delightful Winter, so no more Flip, but more Glacialis.
There you go. Glacialis will still be appearing. Red Barricade makes a return. Years Lost is back. Valorate's back, and Delightful Winter is back. Of course, that is for step 3, and the champion event will have, if I'm not mistaken, all the maps. So you do want to keep up a little bit of practice at least, but for at least for a month, you can kind of forget about it. So there you go. That is your map list for next week. We will put a nice step campaign for you to practice. And I think this might be where we end the broadcast. Did I forget anything? I don't think I did. I think we covered everything.
I think so as well. And if there's any more information or questions, that will of course get communicated on the Discord server. So make sure to always check those channels over there. If you need any info, never hesitate to ask. We will all do our best to answer you with as much clarity as we can.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us today for the finals of the second step for the Women Racing League. It was so much fun, and I hope I see all of you for the weekly on Saturday, and then for step 3 as well in May.
There you go. Susan, once again, thank you so much for joining me on the cast today. You did a wonderful job. Chat, thank you so much. I loved your spellings of drawer. There were very many interesting creative ideas. Maybe we can get thinking on some better ones. Let's raid someone. I don't know who we're gonna raid yet. Does anyone have an idea who we are gonna raid today? Because we do have a bunch of people here, and it would be fun to make someone happy with a bunch of viewers. Raid Trackmania NCSA. That is who we are raiding. So don't go anywhere. Stay. Line up a nice blah or a blep or something fun. Someone put a fun raid message in chat, and everybody get ready to copy paste that. And I think we're ready to go then. Production behind the scenes, production in our ear. Thank you so much, Lorai, and everybody, of course, behind the scenes. Much appreciated. All the referees and all the staff. Susan, thank you so much. And we'll all see you next time. Bye-bye.